Hello and welcome to another episode of the Women Can Do Show. I am your host, Rochelle, and I have a very special guest, the amazing lady Andrea Wright. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
I am
Yeah.
excited. And just so you all know, this is my friend,
Listen.
my sister.
Yes.
So we are about to get into it. It is just an honor for you to come onto the platform because, like I always tell you, I know your story and
Mhm.
I think it is so powerful. It
Wow.
is inspiring to me, and so I know that others will be touched by it, and I know that,
Yeah.
that's what God wants you to do to use you as a vessel to change
Amen.
lives. So
Amen.
I'm glad to have you. So before we get into all of that, just
Yeah.
briefly tell us who is Andrea.
Well, I am Andrea Wright. I am wife, mother, grandmother, sister, auntie, cousin, home, girlfriend. I'm all of these wonderful things. I pastor with my husband, and we also are the servant leaders of a fellowship of churches and ministries that come together for the purpose of empowerment and strengthening leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
And give us the name of your church, honey.
Listen, the Nehemiah Alliance Christian Fellowship International and the
Woohoo!
Revival Center, honey. We,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are really excited about what God is doing through the Word of God.
So, as I shared, I think your story is so powerful. And I've told you this before. The
Mm.
one word I use to describe you is overcomer.
Mm. Yeah.
Overcomer. And again, I believe that you sharing your testimony is so powerful. Um, and it, can change the lives of others. But
Right.
what parts of your journey can you share uh, that have actually strengthened you and increased your faith?
Well, I'll say that every journey has had a role in strengthening my faith
Mm-hmm.
and developing my mind,
Yeah.
developing my heart, how I show up in the
Mm.
world, how I
Yeah.
show up for myself, how I show up for my family. Um, the main thing, and I was just thinking about this the other day, it's the many losses
Mm.
that I've suffered
Yeah.
since. I was in prayer the other day. I was like, God, what kind of life is this, sir, that
Yeah.
you've sent your girl?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been dealing with just significant losses throughout my life. The loss of my mother when I was 4.
Yeah.
Fast forward, my father when I was 19, and other key players in my life, my grandmothers, both of whom
Mm.
raised me,
Yeah.
my godparents, like everybody. And then ultimately, my own son in 2021. And each of those instances of death in my life connected me to God in different ways,
Mm.
because I know that each was sent to destroy a different piece of
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm.
One, my mind, one, my heart, one, my spirit, one to take my life.
Yeah.
And each time God allowed me another opportunity to draw closer to Him,
Yeah.
to not only Him though, but to rediscover me.
Yeah.
Because along the way, we'll lose ourselves.
Oh yeah,
Life
for sure.
happens,
Yeah.
things happen, we grow, we change, we shift. And so God gives us an opportunity to get a better revelation of who He is and a better understanding of ourselves
Mm.
so that we know how to show up better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how would you shared something so just to our viewers, she was one of the speakers, one of the panelists at our
Yeah.
conference, Restored and Ready.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if you watched. I interviewed one of the ladies that was there. She was the red carpet correspondent,
Mm-hmm.
and she mentioned that something that you said,
Hmm.
your whole spill,
Wow.
changed her life, transformed her life that day.
Wow.
She said that I can't remember. She said that it was, I guess, 10 years that she had been in her business or whatever. It was her
Mm-hmm.
10 year. And she's like, oh, like, wow, it's been 10 years. I should celebrate.
Right.
Um, and she said when she left, she was thinking like, oh, I'm going to celebrate, go out and do something or whatever. She said, no, what? You know what? I'm going to go home and I'm going to rest
Mm-hmm.
because in order to be restored, you need to rest.
Very important.
And she said that your words just were in her meditation that entire week.
Wow.
And when did I interview her? Uh, what's this month? It was last month.
Mm-hmm.
which had been a month, it had been a month
Yeah.
after the conference, she said that she was still holding on to what you
Wow.
shared. Like it was
That's
literally,
awesome.
it
Thank
was
God.
literally her travel partner through her daily life.
You know that is wonderful because what I'm learning about myself and where I am now in the world,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of my time or my ministry
Mm-hmm.
is personal.
Yeah.
It's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to attract the big number right now.
Right. Right.
It is meant to hit certain targets. And I'm so just honored that God would use me to minister to people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to know it all the time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I may not have the microphone in my hand,
Yeah.
but my life has to reflect who I know God to be for me.
Yeah.
If I can share that and shift somebody else's life so that they can see that God is showing up for them like that too, then my work here is done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of times we go for the big platform. I want to do
There
this.
you
I want
go.
to have.
Yeah.
I want to be. I want to do.
Yeah.
And it is best handled by the individual
Mm-hmm.
when we can understand that you have to be ready even if the platform shifts. Are you going to be the same?
Come on, sis.
Are you going to be able to share and minister still? So I'm learning to not feel the rejection of people as, oh, I'm not doing good or maybe I shouldn't be.
That's
No,
powerful.
I'm doing and being exactly what I need to be doing and being right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it will impact another life
Yeah.
because my life has already been impacted.
Right.
And if I'm the vessel I say I am, then we look for the glory to go to God anyway.
Yeah.
He'll add the rest.
There you go.
What does the word say? We seek ye first the kingdom.
Kingdom of
All
God.
the other
Yeah.
stuff will be added.
Yeah.
So if we make ourselves available, so that blesses me.
And I
that's
waited till
something that
today to tell you. I said, I'm going to share this
because I didn't
with
see her
you.
episode. I saw everybody else's.
Yeah.
I didn't see hers.
That's something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She shared, and I was
That's
like,
crazy.
oh my gosh. And I
Wow.
was thinking I'm going to text you. I said, no, this is going to
That's
be
so
part of her interview.
awesome.
Yeah. She shared that.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Because
she
rest
said, like,
is
she said,
important.
to this day, it's still, and I'm like, and even for me, like, I know that's for you, that's a
Mhm.
fulfilling thing to hear. But even for me, because the conference, that's what it's all about.
Listen,
So
exactly.
for me, and like you said, it's not about the number. It didn't matter that 100 people didn't come up to
Right.
me and say my life was transformed.
Right.
That one person said,
Exactly.
and when I tell you, I got chills when she said, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh
Me too, just
my,
sitting here like,
yeah, I'm
wow.
like that, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That if you can, that one, and for her to say,
Mhm.
that I still take what she shared, it's still in my
Wow.
mind what she shared. Like I'm
That's
carrying
awesome.
it with me.
That's awesome.
And I
Yeah.
love, I want you to share, you shared something at the conference
Mhm.
about when your son passed.
Mhm.
About, you were talking about how you didn't want to see him, right? You didn't go to the funeral.
Right. Right.
Share that with, because that was so powerful.
Yeah.
Because we think of it, and before you share that, I want to share
Mhm.
this. So, and I think I've shared this to one person.
Mm.
So when my dad passed, right, in last September,
Mhm.
I remember saying, like, I don't want to see my dad in a casket.
Right.
Like, I don't want to see my dad in a casket. I want to remember him, how he went peacefully that beautiful Sunday morning
Mhm.
with that glow on his face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to see any other vision of him, right? And so have been back and forth to the mortuary all week. So finally it was time to, view the day before. And
Mhm.
I'm like, nope, not doing it. And I didn't. Me and my older sister, we're like, nope,
Mhm.
we're not. We sat in the lobby, waited, for everybody to come out. And so one of my cousins came up to me and he's like, I really think you should, to give, bring closure. And I'm like,
Mhm.
nope, not doing it. So fast forward, we get there. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going up. And when it came time, for me to go up for us, that front row,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
front
that
row, the
front
hardest.
row. Woo.
Oh my God. I got up and went, and he just looked like he was, you know, he looked
Yeah.
beautiful, immaculate, you know,
Yeah.
and but fast forward, that vision of him has not appeared in my mind again.
Wow.
My
awesome.
vision is him how I said I wanted to,
That's awesome.
and I didn't realize that because I have like all of my dreams include him, like he's still here, right? Like we're typically I always laugh about this. I said my dreams are always we're always on a family vacation at somebody's resort. I said, I don't know how we got this much money to go every week to a resort, but we're always there, and my dad is there. And so again, but like when I have like if I'm experience a moment of grief, I don't see that. I literally have not seen that.
That's beautiful.
I can't remember what. Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that resonated when you said that about. I was like, oh my gosh, like that's God.
Yeah.
But share that, because I
when Gary passed, that's nobody wants to get that call ever. That's the worst call a parent can get. So when he lived here in Los Angeles, I lived in Victorville, still do, but I had to make the drive. They called, Mom, Gary got shot. I'm like, is he breathing? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm on my way. As I'm driving, I got off the 605 freeway, got off the 60, turned to the 605, and my daughter called and said he didn't make it. So now I'm on my way to the hospital, same hospital I gave birth to him at.
Wow.
Now here's his body.
Yeah.
And it was the most devastating thing. And all I could do was just lay out on that ground and kick and holler and all the things that you do.
Yeah.
And when I got up, I said, okay, Lord, that's all I want to do of that. That's it. I don't want to. I made up in my mind right then. I call it now permission to grieve differently. But I knew right then that I didn't want to see him.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a part of anything because he and I were good. So I didn't need the ceremonial thing for everybody else. I told his dad, I said, listen, you're in charge. Right there at the hospital, you're in charge.
Wow.
Just tell me what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm good. I didn't go to the wake.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the memorial service, the funeral, none of that. I asked everybody to please not post because I didn't want to see it.
Right.
And here we are 4 years later. I still haven't seen. I can look at the program now.
Right.
I wrote the obituary itself because I wanted his story to be told.
Right.
So I did do that.
Right.
But I did not want to remember my baby in a box. I did not want to remember him in any other way than the way he lived. And he was always laughing and dancing and clowning and having a good time. And that's what I needed to remember.
Yeah.
So that's what I remember. And that comes from years of seeing my father, my mother, my grandparents, everybody in that box. And when I tell you, you are blessed that you don't have that memory of your father, because everybody that I've seen that was dear to me in that box, that image of them in the box is emblazoned.
That was what I was afraid of.
I can close my eyes. I was 4 when my mother died. I can remember her complete funeral.
Wow.
I'm 53.
Wow.
Right at Angela's funeral home, I remember the curtains opening. I can hear the sounds of people crying even as I sit here right now. That's not what I needed from my own. That's my baby.
Yeah.
So people told me, you're never going to have closure if you don't see him. I don't want closure then. Well, you're never going to be able to let him go. I don't want to let him go. Well, you're going to be in denial. Well, I'll just be in denial because I'm not going. And y'all can go. Knock yourselves out and do the things that you need to do. But as for me, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
Because every time he comes to me in my dreams, we're having a good time, conversations, laughing. And then he just goes, okay, mama. Every time, okay, mama, I got to go. See you later. All right, son.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how I wanted to remember my baby.
Yeah.
That's my child.
Yeah.
Let him go for what? Get over him for why?
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah.
So that is what I needed to do because I knew that I would lose my entire natural mind
Yeah.
had I seen him in such a state.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Had I that mine would have been gone.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's my kid.
Right.
Who
Right.
wants to see their child? It's not natural.
Right.
Right. So I'm glad I handled it that way, the way
Mm-hmm.
that worked best for me. And so I encourage others all the time. Grieve the way you need to grieve that will allow you to still give God glory, to still honor the life of your loved one, and keep your sanity.
Yeah.
You don't have nothing to prove in this world
Yeah.
when it comes to that kind of thing,
Yeah.
because death in and of itself is hard.
Yeah.
Those of us that have to live and go on,
Mm-hmm.
we should not be in some crazy mental institution dealing with such.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
have to get over the grief because, listen, there's nothing we can do about it. We
Yeah.
can't bring them back. They're not coming back.
Right.
So why don't we flip this thing and now grieve in a way that brings honor to God, honor to our loved ones, and allows us to live in a way that's sane.
Yeah.
We're walking around with our sanity, not insanity. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I that's why I wanted you to share that, because I
Yeah.
think that was so powerful, because people will try to tell you how to grieve. And I love that you always like stress that, like, about
Mhm.
grieving in your own way. There's
Yeah.
no, first of all, there's no set
There's
uh,
no set,
rule, there's no standard,
Mm-mm.
you know. And so I love that you are fully transparent about it. But like I said, when you talked about that at the conference,
Mhm.
it even made, because I remember you when that happened with your son, and you
Mhm.
were adamant that you weren't. And I even thought to myself, she's not going to the boy's funeral.
No.
And I'm like I got it. Why?
Right.
But
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, how's that gonna work?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that was like my first thought.
Yeah.
And then when, like I said, when you talked about, I was like, that changed,
Yeah.
like that helped me.
Yeah.
Your testimony about that
awesome.
and how
Yeah.
you dealt with
Yeah.
that, it helped me. But again, it made me think about what I just told you
Mhm.
about my, I'm like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, and I had shared it, like I said, I shared it with one, because I haven't really talked
Yeah,
about it
yeah.
in detail, planning to, because I do want to kind of talk about how
Mhm.
we grieve as Christians.
Yes. Yeah.
That's another show.
Whole nother show. Listen. Whole nother show.
So,
Yeah.
I was just shared that, but it was after you spoke at the conference that had me thinking about that. I'm like,
Wow.
you know what? I just thought about, and I shared that, like, I didn't see,
That's
I don't have that
awesome.
visual.
That's
I
awesome.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but again, your testimony made me feel good about it.
Mhm.
Made me feel better about
Mhm.
it. It's like, you know what I did, and then again, I started thinking about my dreams. Like, wow, he's in my dreams. He's still here. Like, he's still here.
Still.
My dreams are not scary.
Mm-mm.
They're comforting. We're
Yeah.
having fun. Yeah,
Mhm.
but I want to share that because
Yeah.
that was another way that I feel like you made an impact. Like, you made an impact on her,
Yeah.
the other young lady's
Yeah.
life. That was another way I'm sure you impacted,
Wow.
because everybody's like, wow, like, it was almost like I hadn't thought about it like that.
Yeah.
And maybe people were, but
Mhm.
because you were transparent, they were fearful about, because some people don't
Right.
want to, they're like, oh, that may seem,
Yeah.
people may find that, but you can't care
You can't care.
what people think.
Because at the end of the day, when you get home and you have to deal with that
Hello?
loss,
Yeah.
nobody's there.
Nobody's there.
And it's you
Yeah.
and your memories and you and your prayer. It's you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have every right
Mm-hmm.
to take control of how we navigate through this life that God has given
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
There are things that have been set in place that don't work for everybody anymore.
Yeah.
And it's okay to say, that doesn't work for me.
Right.
Not to knock anybody who does the whole funeral thing.
Yeah. No.
Because
yeah.
I've done it.
Right.
I'll go to some, if
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
personally connected, I can go to a funeral and it not faze me.
Yeah.
But we have every right
Yeah. Yeah.
to grieve in a manner
Yeah.
that allows us
Yeah.
to not lose our minds.
Yeah.
And I strongly encourage that for
Yeah.
people. Yeah. It's very important.
So you've been through a lot, and and you are a walking, living testimony. Like I
Thank
said,
you, Lord.
I see you as an overcoming, because
you,
I know what you've been through. So do you feel restored? Do you feel healed? Do you feel restored? And what is that like for you? Like,
Healing and restoration comes in waves,
yeah.
right? It's never for me a constant way of being because something is always popping up, always happening,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So healing for me is an ongoing process.
Yeah.
And there are just times when I need to go back and revisit thoughts and feelings and emotions to make sure that they don't resurface in a way that would cause me to go backwards, right? Like case in point. So I told you my father was murdered in 1991,
Yeah.
right? So parole hearings and stuff, I don't get down with parole hearings, not even for the guys that killed my mom. I'm just like, whatever, I just can't.
Yeah.
But maybe about 2 months ago, I got a message from a detective, LAPD. And I'm like, why? This is a scam. Somebody's trying to get me for some bill I didn't pay. And yeah, I'm not going to return this call because no. But I looked at the card and it said he was a real detective. I Googled him because, you know, Google is power.
Oh, yeah.
I Googled him to make sure he was real. And I called him. I said, well, you know, my name is such and such. And he was like, oh, listen, I have you down as the next of kin for your father. And I was like, okay, well, both of the guys who did that are out. He was like, no, there was another one that I had completely forgotten about. So I'm thinking I'm all healed from that pain and everything surrounding it, right?
Yeah.
He said, well, there's the one who actually did the shooting, and we really want to give you an opportunity to keep him in jail. I was like, I don't know about that. He was like, you know, give it some thought, think about it, do what you need to do. And so I'm like, okay, God, I thought I was over my anger with that. I thought I was over the pain of it, but it put me in a new place, a new light now, because I agreed to go to the parole hearing, right?
Okay.
So now I'm in this place where God is like, so now that you have power, what are you going to do with it? Because I'm getting my letter together. I'm about to let him have it. I'm about to pow.
Yeah.
Boy, you did this, that, and the other. And God said, so what are you going to do? Because you can preach and talk, 1 Corinthians 13. You can preach and talk all of these good things. But at the end of the day, it's sounding brass if there's not love in you. Where's the agape, Andrea? Where's the love feast you're supposed to be having with everybody, no matter who they are? I was like, Lord, I thought I was healed up. I thought I was ready to love folk. Turns out there's some more healing that needs to be done.
Yeah.
There's some restoration that has to be done. So I've had to get into some serious prayer.
Yeah.
I've had to break that word down. 1 Corinthians 13. I had to just break it down to the lowest common denominator so I can get a real understanding of who I'm representing. I'm not just representing God on Sunday mornings or on Bible study or when we teach in Bible study or whatever. I'm supposed to be representing him at all times. So I got some work to do. I need to be restored again, please, Father. I need you to heal me the more, as they say in church.
Yeah.
Heal me some more because there's still some pangs in there that make me want to scratch somebody's eyes out.
Yeah.
And that's not representative of you.
Right.
Even though this man killed my father.
Yeah.
He sinned against you. Your word, your 10 commandments say thou shalt not kill. He sinned against you. So even though it hurt me, I cannot risk my soul hating him.
Yeah.
And what if I'm supposed to be the one to minister to him?
Ooh.
And I got that from my good girlfriend, big sister Charlotte. Her son was murdered in Lancaster several years ago by bow and arrow. And the guy that did the killing, she goes to the prison and ministers to him and buys him Bibles and things. I said, oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
That's a whole nother level.
That's
Jesus.
another level.
Got to work on your girl. But healing and restoration, it's this ongoing thing. And right when you think you have it figured out, if you haven't mastered that thing, the Lord will allow something to come. To nut. Let me pull your coattail. Let me thump you right there. Make sure it's something in there that still ain't right yet. So it's the ongoing process
Mm-hmm.
of healing and then being restored back to the place where now I can hear you clearly again.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I got in the way a little bit. I was ready to
Right.
throw my weight around
Right.
and get up in there and let everybody know that I'm like, because I saw this mother, she went ham on everybody in the courtroom over the murder trial of her son. I said, I'm gonna do like her.
That's what I'm doing.
Because she went ham, I'm going ham too.
Mhm.
The Lord said, I don't think so. Thou shalt not go ham. How about that? you have to still be who I created you to
Ooh,
be.
yeah.
Even though you went through that. Your family is watching. Your children are watching. People are watching. And you never know. Perfect example here. You never know who is watching you and what God will do through you to change the life of another person. You just never know. So healing and restoration for me, ongoing process. I had to find myself just crying and reading my word and praying and having real talks with God. I sat in the backyard just yesterday, like, God, what are you doing? Like, this is some weird stuff you've created down here for us to live through. I don't understand your plan, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah.
Restore my mind, because I'm wavering right now.
Right.
Help me.
Yeah.
It's a process.
Ooh, that
process.
yeah. It. I know it. It is. It's a process,
Yeah. And it ain't easy.
But again, what I love about you, because I'm all about being transparent. Like we need
Absolutely.
to start being like, every day is not, oh, thank you, Jesus.
It's not.
Oh, I'm
like,
feeling
sir,
good
what are
about
you
you,
doing?
even though this happened to my kid.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the one thing I love about you. It's like you are transparent about
Yeah.
this Christian walk.
Yeah. Gotta be.
And people need to see that, because what happens is when we dress everything all up, that kind of keeps people away. Like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
not good enough to go in there.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to be a part of that circle.
Yeah, because
I'm not
we
good enough to
give
be a
off
part
that
of that
thing
fellowship.
that we've got it all figured out.
got it all
We're
figured
all
out.
healed. I'm better.
Oh my
and
gosh.
look at me.
Yeah,
I dress
yeah.
like this. I drive this.
Yeah.
I preach the word.
Yeah.
Baby. Preaching the word makes you the target for
And
stuff.
makes you the hello?
Especially when you give God your big yes.
Yeah.
It's like you become this huge magnet
Mm-hmm.
and everything metal
Mm-hmm.
just comes flying at you sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a process. I thank God that I am the kind of person that can be transparent,
Yeah.
because I want people to understand that they're not by themselves.
Yeah.
Life happens to all of us.
Yeah. It does. Yeah.
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 We're not exempt.
Yeah. So we we always say, there's a purpose to your pain.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like there's clearly a purpose
Yeah.
to your pain. And one thing that I love about you is that you are heavily involved in women's ministry.
Mhm.
You're an overseer for women's ministry.
Mhm.
So what inspired you to do that? Like, what inspired you? Like, when did you realize that this was your assignment from God? Clearly, you're empowering and inspiring women. Clearly, everything that has happened to you,
Yeah.
it actually happened for you
Absolutely.
to be able
Absolutely.
to
Absolutely.
minister, to be able to touch the lives. That it was
Yeah.
all in God's plan. So tell us about your women's ministry and things you got going.
Yeah. Well, the women's ministry, the Point of Grace Women's Ministry,
Yeah.
we are set to empower women to get back to your original intent. Because a lot of times life happens, and life happens hard and fast, and we get to a place where we're in this pace of life. We're mothers, we're wives, we're sisters, we're this, that, and the other. And then when everybody gets what they need, they're gone. And then you sitting here and you don't have nobody else to get on the wheel for. And what do I do with myself now? What am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is I host a retreat. We're getting ready to host our third retreat next year. the Reload, Reset, and Revive Women's Retreat, so that we get into a space, and it's not a girls' weekend.
Okay.
We're not coming to hang
Be
out.
clear
and
about
kick it
that.
and you know, wear them fans, none of that. Because them fans ain't here.
The fans are not.
Put them down.
Leave the fans at home.
Leave the fans at home. We're coming together to pray, to set an atmosphere that is conducive to healing, that is conducive to the prophetic, so that God can speak, so that you can hear, void of distraction. So it's always an intimate gathering. The first year we did 10. The second year we did, I think we had maybe about 20, 22. This year we're going to have about 12 because the need for intimate development is important, because you can get lost in the sauce. When it's a bunch of people, you can hide out. You can sit over by the tree, honey. And I don't have to deal with my honey because they're dealing with yours. But when the room is not filled, and it's you and it's God and it's somebody that God has sent to minister to you, you can't run from that. And you have to deal with it. And the beauty of it is you're in a safe space where you can speak and you can hear. And when you leave, you're leaving with something that you can apply to your everyday life. We've had an ongoing group text for 3 years from the very first people that went to the retreat. That we just encourage each other weekly, every other day, however we need to, where you need to develop this framework of sisterhood. And I call it a framework of sisterhood because what does a frame do? A frame puts you up and allows you to be seen in your best light. And so when you're developing a framework of sisterhood, there are other women who are willing to get together to boost you up. And then when your turn is done, you get out of the light, and then the next person can get in. But it's always somebody holding you up. You're not by yourself. Not by yourself. You're not alone. There are people who are willing to pray with you and for you. Praying in a place that is not saying you did this, you. No, we need, because it may not be me today. It may be me tomorrow. But if I'm here with you, you're here with me. Now we have this group, this collective body of women who are willing to strengthen and encourage each other, to pray for and with. There's no condemnation when you're with.
Hello.
You can't look down on somebody when you're down there with that person. Because like I said,
that's powerful.
It's me today, could be the next person tomorrow. And you need this solid foundation of sisterhood that can support you and listen to you, cry with you, laugh with you, whatever it is you need to do. So that is the purpose of the Point of Grace Women's Ministry. And I love being able to personally be connected to individuals. Nobody is unheard or unseen. I get to so personally talk to you. You get to personally talk to me. You know, it's not that's the first lady had, don't call me. I might need you to pray for me.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that so is important. The purpose of the Point of Grace, getting back to your original intent. You know what I mean? Just getting to a space where you can rediscover who you are. And I tell this all the time. I had a good girlfriend, and after the kids got grown, husband, divorce, all that good stuff, I said, what's your favorite color? She said, girl, I don't know. I know his favorite color. I know the kids' favorite color, but I don't remember mine. Sad state of affairs. And that's what happens to us because we give all. I'm the exact same way. With my husband on dialysis 4 days a week. Waiting on the transplant to go down. Whenever God says it'll happen. But even in that, I discovered myself giving. Not that it was anything wrong with it, because that's what I vowed to do in sickness and in health. You know what I mean? And giving so much so that I was starting to look crazy. My husband said, you gonna wear that muumuu every day? You gonna ever comb your hair again? Are you gonna comb that hair? What you gonna do with yourself? He said, because I love you and I appreciate what you're doing. He said, but when I'm sitting here, because we do dialysis at home. He said, but when I'm sitting here, he said, I don't mean no harm because I love you. He said, but if I see this muumuu, one more time. But I'm thinking, I'm giving you the best that I got. Baby, I'm Nita Baker up in here. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing all the things.
Listen.
But have forgotten about me and myself and my hair and my nails. And I was like, oh, he is so correct. I look a hot moving mess. Who can get better looking at this? Who? Not nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. You know what I mean? So I said, okay, Lord, I got to get myself together. I got to start back taking care of me. I have to start back doing what is necessary for me. Number one, rest.
There you go.
Because when he was in the thick of the kidney situations and he didn't sleep, or he would sleep and have rough nights. So I would stay up days on end and never sleep. And to make sure he was alive in the middle of the night, I would kick him. Because if I kicked him and he moved, he's alive, okay? And I went to a church service a few months ago, and there was a prophet there. And he looked at me. He said, you kick him in the middle of the night to make sure he's breathing, don't you? You could have bought me with a wooden nickel. He said, you've got to trust God. Wow. And you're not trusting God. You're trusting yourself. All I needed to hear.
That's all.
I started going to sleep.
Yeah.
And when I couldn't, I got me some good melatonin.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
Period. I've got to rest. Because as we age, our body is already breaking down on its own. Yeah. So if you don't take care of it, if you don't rest, if you don't sleep, if you don't drink water, you know what I mean? Yeah. If you just go and never take a woosah moment, because we're being there for everybody else. Not that my husband doesn't need me. He does. Yeah. But I need him too. Yeah. And guess what? I need to be okay. Yeah. Just like he does.
Right.
So rest.
That's important.
Ooh. Listen, it's very important. Yeah. Because the man got up and he went back to work. He said, I can't sit in this house with you no more. I got to get out and get back into life. Yeah. And I'm going, now I'm sitting at home. What am I going to do? He's gone. It's like, girl, get about it. What? That's right. Who are you?
Yeah. Hello.
Because I had forgot. I was Edward's wife. I'm the kid's mom. I'm Gaga to the grandbabies. Yeah. And I have forgotten that I paint. I'm an artist. I paint, I draw, I sing, I create. I'm an artist. And I had not said that about myself until this year. I've been singing for 50 years almost.
And never said.
I'm an artist. And I'm good at it.
And yes, you are.
I'm good. And it's okay to admit that and be about my Father's business, being the best version of me, unapologetically. Not out here tooting my own horn. Look at me, honey. I'm the best. No, I'm me. Yeah. And I'm an artist. Yeah. And I'm anointed. Yeah. And I'm good. Yeah. Because God made me this way. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. And this I can say at 53 years old. This I know right well.
Why?
I'm his signet ring in the earth realm. I'm his stamp of approval. I'm what others are supposed to look at to see what love is. Yeah. To see what peace and grace and mercy look like. I'm it. But if I'm depressed or if I'm sad, I can't be who I was created to be.
Wow.
So I allow God to drop the mirror in front of me and show me myself.
Yeah.
And we're afraid to do that.
Yeah.
Because we're like what we see for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one of my first ladies in life, she told us to pray this prayer. Ask God to reveal, expose, remove, or restore everything concerning you. And when I pray that prayer, the screen drops down and I see me. I don't see nobody else. I see me and my junk. Yeah. I see me and my beauty. I see me. And when we pray that, we put ourselves in position for God to flow through us. And then we change the world. Yeah. One person at a time. Everybody's platform is not going to be the same.
Right. Yeah.
But if you show up for yours, you're a game changer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a game changer.
Yeah.
I'm here to change the game.
Yeah. Woo, honey, that was powerful. And when I tell you all women need to hear that, you just get that. Oh my gosh.
Even if the game you changing is a little game.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe
Don't
you change
discount it.
on
Yeah.
a big scale.
Don't minimize it. Yeah.
Show up
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show up.
Ooh. So something or that you mentioned about. First of all, that's a true sisterhood. What
Yeah.
you that whole praying for you,
Yeah.
praying with you, praying for you,
With
and
and
understanding that, hey, you're down, I'm down with you, and we're
Mhm.
gonna come up. We're gonna come up together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't want to. You
Mm-mm.
know, I don't get it, but again, I love and how you mentioned how with the retreat
Mhm.
you want it to be intimate. You know, a lot of people. I used to think with the conference, like, oh, when I first started, like, eventually I want to fill the room.
Oh yeah.
200 people. The first year wasn't right.
Right.
The first year was virtual, but
Mm.
the next when it was virtual, I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, next year we're gonna be in person.
Yeah.
200 people. That's what I'm
Right.
I'm manifesting 200
Right,
people.
right.
And here's another thing. It don't matter what you manifest, and if it's not in the will of God, it's not gonna happen. That's what I had to learn.
Period.
It's
That's
not
it.
because you're thinking about you know.
Exactly.
And so I'm like, you know what? As the conferences started going, I'm like, no, if it would have been more, how this went wouldn't have worked out. I started
Mhm.
thinking like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Wait
yeah.
a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
This wouldn't have worked out. So you know what? No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making that the two. I'm bringing that number down.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. And
Because
I
we
said
equate that with success.
we equate that with success, and I am how God showed me when that young lady told me
Mhm.
came and told me how touched. And don't get me wrong. Every
Right.
year somebody tells me like, oh,
Yeah.
this was so powerful and I got this. But for her to say like, I'm still walking with this, like that was like everything.
Yes.
That one person.
Yeah.
And so it made me think about that,
Yeah.
making it a more intimate
Yeah.
space. And even this year, it was, wasn't over 100. I think it was like 60 something people, maybe 70. It wasn't over 100. I know that much.
70, 80, 10, 20.
Maybe it wasn't over 100.
70, 80.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe
If
70.
I'm remembering
not-
the room set up properly.
It wasn't over 100.
Yeah.
But I was like, I like this.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to go unless God
Unless
leads me to
God
go
does, yeah.
that way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But again, it changed and it wasn't just this year that my thinking
Yeah.
changed, my mindset changed about
Mhm.
that. It was after that first year, like, wait a minute, no,
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
you, God. It wouldn't have worked. Like, I see
Right.
what you're. So again, I
Yeah.
love that the whole intimacy.
Yeah. It's important.
It's so important.
Yeah.
It's so important, especially when your goal, the vision and the purpose of it, the whole
Mhm,
intent
mhm.
behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not
your
to just make
intention is
noise.
to change lives.
It changed lives.
Right? To where everybody in the room can leave with something that they can actually apply. Like when you do the scholarships.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
You are changing lives in a well-rounded manner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not just laying hands on and praying and
Mhm,
oh God
mhm.
bless and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we don't put no money in the people's pockets so
Yeah.
they can pay for something at school.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
What did Jesus do when he came and ministered to the people on the mountain? What did he do? He came and he spoke to their physical need first. He came with the fish and the loaves of bread. Because how am I going to preach to hungry people? Their stomach is growling. They thirsty. It's hot out here. Don't have no food. They're not going to listen to me. Jesus, in his infinite wisdom, said, let me get you where I know I can get you. Let me get to that belly. Let me feed you so you can hear me properly. Because when you're full and content, your ears work better.
Right.
You know what I mean? You get us in the room where we can eat and fellowship and meet new people.
Yeah.
And then you introduce us to this concept. And I heard you saying before that you got the concept of scholarships from your great aunt.
Yeah.
You introduce us to this concept of paying it forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of sowing into the future.
Yeah.
Not just saying, y'all need to do this.
Yeah.
This is what y'all need. When I was your age, who cares?
Yeah.
You're feeding into them where they are, taking a stress up off of them and their parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
no matter what the amount of a scholarship is,
Right.
you are pouring into the physical need of a human being.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's game changing right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's a game changer. That's one less thing those girls have to worry about.
Mm.
And now they're empowered and encouraged because they see other young ladies coming alongside.
There you go. Yeah.
Now
yeah.
you're developing frameworks of
Yeah.
sisterhood
Yeah.
at a young age.
Yeah.
Sisterhoods that can grow up into maturity. I guarantee you, each one of those recipients of the scholarships that you give out, I guarantee you they're going to pay it forward and bless some other young girl that's coming behind them.
Yeah.
Because you planted the seed, just like the seed was planted for you.
Yeah.
You planted it. I guarantee you that those young girls are making impacts on every campus they find themselves
Yeah.
at. For what you have committed to, no matter the number,
Yeah.
no matter what
Yeah.
everybody else is doing or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You've made a commitment, and I salute you. I honor you, even in this broadcast that you do. I honor you because you are doing the doggone thing, and you are changing lives. Don't ever doubt that. You are shifting mindsets. You are shifting women's hearts. You are shifting families because you've dared to show us what we can do,
Yeah.
what is at our disposal to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We may not ever get to meet the Oprahs
Yeah.
and the other folk, but we get to meet Shell.
Yeah.
We get to know you. We get to see your platform and how you are shifting lives. You are shifting, girl. You are changing some things even by giving us space. You're not selfish with it. You've developed a platform that gives other people space
Yeah.
to come in and share what they're doing. So I don't know if you remember this, the Willa Balsam commercial back in the day, the hair shampoo.
Mhm.
And they tell their friends and so on and so on.
Mhm.
And then the screen, more pictures pop up.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's growing. You are shifting and changing mindsets and heart conditions of women because you dared to step out and be obedient to your call.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a beautiful thing. I'm honored to be a part of it. I'm honored to know you because I remember how we used to cut up and type in class at St. Mary's Academy.
And get
honey.
kicked out.
And get
of
kicked out of class. I remember. You know what I mean? So to
Won't he do
see
it?
you, won't he do it? To see you and this, you're not blossoming, you've bloomed into this radiant flower that is, I'm telling you, lighting up the place. Lighten up. Just like if somebody plugged you into a socket, baby, you illuminate this whole place because you
Oh, God,
dare to step out and
Yeah.
do this. How awesome.
Yeah.
How fantastic. And that you would give platform to other people, other women. That's awesome.
And that's what it's all
Yeah.
about. I always tell
Yeah.
people, for me, it's about creating spaces for other. Like since I was little,
Mhm.
like I remember being a kid,
Mhm.
and if whoever my friend was, whatever I have, you
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Like I've always wanted my friend, my family. Like I've never wanted to be in anything alone. It's
Yeah.
like I want to share this. Like, come on, we all
And
gonna
that
get,
is what's
it's-
needed in
Yeah.
the culture
Yeah.
that we are living in today.
Yep. Yeah.
The me, see me culture.
Yep.
We have to learn how to be
I.
see me, but while you see me, have a look at my girl
Have a
over
look
here
at my
because my
girl.
girl is doing it.
Listen.
Like Lucy and Ethel in that episode, get a load of us, honey.
Yeah.
Look, get a load
Yeah.
of what God is doing through us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And come join us, will you?
Yeah.
Be a part of it too.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Thank you. God bless you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's all God. Like
Yeah.
I said, some of the stuff I had plans, right?
Mhm.
But some of the stuff has just like what God put on my heart, like it's just, and I did tell myself I'm not about to overthink anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to allow God
Yeah.
to grow this thing as He wants it to,
Yep.
and move me to the spaces that He has me to. There's some things I turned down. Nope.
Exactly.
I don't need, like, I'm good.
Exactly.
Either way, I'm good. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it's,
Right.
and if
Mhm.
whatever God has for me is for me. So
Yeah.
if that was an opportunity, a so-called missed opportunity, God's going to present me with something. Like
Listen.
I don't trip off of that.
He'll
You know
do
what
it
I mean?
every time.
Especially if it's not in alignment, it's a no. That's
Yeah.
it. And I don't care who you are,
Right.
how big you are.
Straight up no.
It's a no. Like that's just me.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
me, you know.
Yeah.
So that's again, like I said, that's what it's all about. And just bringing these conversations that we as women, like that we need to have, bringing them on a platform, like, because somebody else out there needs to, you might have somebody that you know that's in close proximity that doesn't want to hear it, but somebody else out there needs to hear it and is going to receive. So I think, you know, so again, that's why, you know, all of these things I do under the I Can Do, that's what it's all about, creating spaces, you know, and opportunities for others. But I thank you so much for coming on to the show, and I'm excited. So share, before we go, share information about the women's retreat. Your camera is right there, and give your website, the Point of Grace Sisterhood.
Yes. Listen, you can go to our website, www.mypointofgrace.com. You can get more information about the Point of Grace Women's Ministry, and our retreat registration will be closing soon. So get in there, get your deposit in right away, because we want to be sure that we make room for you, but we don't want to overcrowd the space, because it's intimate and it's to change your life. It's to shift your mindset and to reorganize how you've been showing up in the world, for yourself and for those connected to you. So please go and visit. We'd love to have you. I'd love to see you there and be able to grow with you in ministry. And I thank you, my sister, for this opportunity to come on and sit and see what you're doing and be a part of it right next to you. You know, I've been coming to the things that I can come to. Schedule gets crazy or whatever.
Huge.
And listen, I'm going to keep supporting. Whether I can come or not, I'm going to send somebody going to be there.
Let me
you
tell
know what
you.
I mean? Because what you're doing is life changing. Yeah, I applaud you.
And you've been a huge support, even to the things that you haven't come to, like the text that you send me. And I always, that's another person that does this, Redelia, you know Redelia. Like just the check-ins, the text, and just telling me I see you. You know what I mean? Because you don't hear it. It's not often.
It's
you
not
know,
often.
It's like the person who is
need
who's
to know.
giving it. You know, sometimes we need. You know, so you have been a huge support for me during this journey in that way, and I think I've shared with you. But you have really, when I tell you, it's there. A few times you text me, it was on the days when I needed it.
Wow.
You know, so I thank God for you in my life, for introducing us all those years ago at St. Mary's Academy High School. And we are still connected today. You are my sister.
Absolutely.
And again, like I said, because I think your story is so powerful and it has empowered and inspired me, I wanted to bring you on to just inspire. And you have, what you shared today, let me tell you, when this airs, somebody's lives is going to be touched. Like you gave us a new way of looking at things. I think you created a shift, and it's going to shift some people's mindset. So I thank you for that, and God bless all that you're doing. I'm excited about this retreat. I know God is going to bless it in a special way. And to our viewers, I thank you for tuning in. And again, I hope that you have received something that you can take and walk with you through your life's journey. I pray that you were empowered, informed, and most importantly, transformed. God bless you all. See you next time.